गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन, होप यू आर डूइंग वेल। आप सभी का अगेन मोस्ट वेलकम एंड स्वागत इन रिजल्टेंट प्लेटफॉर्म। माई सेल्फ एम डी शर्मा। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द कंसेप्ट ऑफ divisibility as you seen on thumbnail. So now we will know one thing here. What is the difference between divisibility and divisible, or you can say divide? There are two terms here. First is divisible and second is divided. Correct. So now then we will know the concept of divisibility. Correct. So first we will talk about two terms, that is first one is divisible and another will be divided. So now we can see one thing here. If you have a number that is 9 and you will take divide by 2, then it becomes what? If you divide 2 to 9, it will be 4 times 2 4 is 8, remainder will be 1. If remainder will be always 0, then you can use word that is divisible. Correct. If remainder will be 0, if remainder will be 0, then you can use this word. Then you can use this word. It means what? It means you can say, you cannot say that 9 is not divisible by 2, but you can say one thing here. 10 is divisible by 2. Correct. So one thing here, please focus on that. If you will divide by 2 and remainder will get except 0, the number cannot be used word divisible with the particular respect of the number which we are going to divide. So now you can say one thing here. If remainder is remains, that you can only one word use, 9 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 and got remainder 1. Got remainder 1. Correct. I think there is no problem at here. Now, so then what is the divisibility concept which we are going to discuss in today's class? So divisibility concept meaning without divider, how we can find number will be divided, exactly divided or not. That concept is called divisibility concept. Correct. So now there are some numbers which divisibility are directly asked or based on the questions on the direct divisibility. So we will study some numbers 1 2 3 4 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. After that 77 99 88 like, or 101 10101 1010101. ठीक है, ठीक. So two are enough. ठीक है. Now, so please, there are such numbers or few numbers having directly questions in the examination by using the divisibility concept. So now we will discuss one by one. Then we will start from 1. What is the divisibility of 1? What will be the divisibility of 1? Then you can say each and every integer, और वो भी कौन सा पॉजिटिव, each and every natural number, each and every natural number always divisible by 1, divisible by 1. All the numbers always divisible by 1. Now second thing is that what is the divisibility of 2? If you want to know the divisibility of 2, then we have required some proper space, then we cannot go for the year. We will erase it for some time. Okay. And we will use the pen of which category? So it will be the pen of, एक minute, just wait. We will use the writing format of this PPT as well. So now it's also pen cheek thickness. This is okay. Please wait 1 second. With something regular messages. Please. So now divisibility concept, correct? I told you recently divisibility of 1. All the numbers are always divisible by 1. दुनिया का हर एक नंबर 1 से डिविजिबल होगा if that is natural number. Now divisibility of 2, divisibility of 2. So we will discuss such divisibilities based on concept of like 2. What is the 2 की power 1? That is 2. What will be 2 की power 2? That is 4. What will be 2 की power 3? That is 8. What will be 2 to the power 4? That will be 16. So we will study such divisibility in one time. Now focus on the board. If you want to check the divisibility of 2, that you can say if the unit digit of the number will be divided by 2, if single digit or last digit of a number, if divisible by 2, the whole number or complete number will be divisible by 2. For example, I told you 87645. 87645. That is a number. And I want to know is that divisible by 2 or not. So what you will do, you will check one thing here. The last digit of number is divisible by 2 or not. So you can see 2 cannot divide by 5. So you can say one thing here, 5 is not completely divisible by 2. The number will never be divisible by 2 in that case. In that case, number will also not be divisible by 2. I wrote another number here, 98768. I want to know is this number divisible by 2 or not. So you will see the last digit of this number, or we can say unit digit of this number, that is 8, and 2 will definitely completely divide to this number. So now we can say if last digit of this number, that is 8, is absolutely divided by 2, the whole number will be divisible by 2. Now correct. Come to the another divisibility, that is 4. And come to the back, one thing only. So there are such possibilities of divisibility of 2 here. that is 0, 4, 6, 8, and here we forgot here middle 2. So you can write 2 here. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, only 5 such digits can be on the place of unit digit of any number. Only in that case number will be divisible by 2, otherwise not. So I'll ask you one thing, one question from your side. That is what I asked. If 298p 3q is divisible by 2, is divisible by 2, ठीक है, is always divisible by 2. Also you can say one thing here also. So now examiner want to know one thing, find the total sum of values of a total sum of, find the, how we will erase it, will not here, चल कोई बात नहीं, we will use eraser here. Now find the sum of all values of q, all values of q. So please tell me once, what will be the answer? So I told you last one thing, if any number is divisible by 2, the case will be what? The values of q will can be possible only 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. No other value can be taken the place of that if you want to, the number will be divisible by 2. So examiner want to know the sum of all the digits, all the numbers, all the values, that is 8 and 2, 10, 6 plus 4, 10, the total sum will be 20. The answer will be what? The sum of all possible values of q will be what? That is 20. Correct? Now come to the next. Please confirm, is that clear or not? If yes, that please confirm. Then come to the next. Now come to the next question. Please. Come to the back. Then examiner want to know what will be the divisibility of, what will be divisibility of what? 4. So divisibility of 4 depend will be last 2 digit of any number. So now we will check one thing here. 28076. Is this number will be divisible by 4 or not? Then what you will do and how you will check it? Then you can say one thing here. If this it is divisible by last 2 digit of this number will be divisible by 4, then exactly number will be divisible by 4. So check the number. If you will divide it last 2 digit, that is 76 divided by 4, it will be completely divisible. 19 times 19 4 is 76. So that is clear. if the last two digit is divisible by 4, the whole number will be divisible by 4. The whole number will be divisible by 4. In that same case, if you want to know the divisibility of 8, then what divisibility of 8 is told, that is depend on the last 3 digit. It is depend on last 3 digit. So now we can check one example for divisibility of 8. Then what you will write here, then you can see one thing here. If I wrote 297512 512, I want to know that number will be divisible by 8 or not. So you have no need to solve it or divide complete number by 8. You can check the concept of divisibility of 8, that is told the last 3 digit of any number will be divisible by 8, the whole number will be divisible by 8. So now what are the 3 last digit number here? That is 512, and you know very well that is the exactly perfect cube number of 8. If that is the cube of 8, that's exactly divisible by 8. If that is divisible by 8, the whole number will be divisible by 8. So now, please confirm if the divisibility of 2, 4, 8 are clear. In the same pattern, the last 4 digit is divisible by 16. The total number or whole number will be divisible by 16. These are the divisibility of 2, 4, 8, 16. Correct? चले वहीं आगे, ठीक है. Now come to the next, and we have solved the question here. So now we have studied divisibility of 1, all numbers divisible by 1, ठीक है. Divisibility of 2, divisibility of 3 we will talk, divisibility of 4 also we will talk, divisibility of 5 also we will talk, 6, 7, 8, and now here next we will talk also divisibility of 9, we will talk also divisibility of 10, divisibility of 11, divisibility of 13. Correct? ठीक है. Now see one thing here only, that is what I told you recently, the divisibility of 248. So now divisibility of 2 digit last digit or unit digit, that is depend on last digit of the number. A last digit can be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 only. Next, divisibility of 4 depend last 2 digit, and divisibility of 8 depend on last 3 digit, correct? Now please a second, just back what I did here, that is got some mistake. Correct here, ठीक है. Now come to the point. Correct? Okay. Now come to the same concept of divisibility of 5. So we will discuss it next. So such divisibilities are also there. Divisibility of 5 to the power 1 equal to 5, 5 to the power 1 equal to 5. 5 to the power 2 equal to 25. 5 to the power 3 equal to 125. These are enough. So now, as per the rule of divisibility of 2, 4, 8, same pattern, 5, 25, 125 works. How? If the number of last digit will be divisible by 5, the last digit of any number will be divisible by 5, the whole number will be divisible by 5. If last number not, the whole number cannot be possible. So you can say one thing here. If the last two digit is divisible by 25, the whole number will be divisible by 25. If the last number is divisible by 125, the whole number will be divisible by 125. So see one thing here only. We will write here divisibility of 5 depend on last digit also same, but last digit can be possible one thing only, that is 0 or 5. If you want to divide any number by 5, it's mandatory the last digit should be 0 or 5 only. Otherwise the number cannot be divisible by 5. Now come to the next. Divisibility of 3 and 9. What? Divisibility of 3 and 9. Divisibility of 3 and 9. Why I wrote here same? Because the divisibility of 3 or 9 follow the same pattern as well. So now we can see one thing here. If you want to, the number will be divisible by 3 or not. So you can check the sum of the digit. Now I wrote here 98214. I want to know the number will be divisible by 3 or not. So you should check one thing here, the sum of digits. So what you will do? 9 and 8 is now 17, 3, 20, 4, 24. Correct? Now, sorry, एक second, written wrong. It will be 24, not 28. अब 24 is exactly divisible by 3. So you can say this number be divisible by 3. But if you want to check this number will be divisible by 9. So now the sum of the digit is 24, but it will not be divisible by 9. If the 24 is not divisible by 9, that is sum of the digit, the number also cannot be divisible by 9. That is the divisibility of 9. And how you can check it fast? So you can do one thing only. If you create the pair of multiple of 9, then you can cancel out. If you want to check the divisibility of 3, then you can cancel out the pairs of 3, multiple of 3. So now check the shortcut of this method. So I will tell you here. I want to check the both numbers in fast mode. So how you will check? So now I wrote the same number here, that is 98214. I wrote the one number there. And now I want to check this number will be divisible by 3 or not. So what I will do? So think one thing only here. If you have any multiple of 3, then you can definitely cancel out that, because I am checking divisibility of 3. So we have no require to add the digits always. So we can go for the logical. 9 always will be divisible by 3. 8 and 1, 9 always will be divisible by 3. 2 or 4, 6 and 6 also will be divisible by 3. There is no remainder here. So now you can see the number will be divisible by 3. But if I want to check divisibility of 9, So then we will divide the multiple of 9 or we will make 9. So now I also again wrote the same number. I'll also wrote the again same number. Number is what? 98214. And I want to check the divisibility of 9. So I told you if you create multiple of 9 or sum of any 2 or 3 digit is 9, then you can cancel out that. So if you see here, 9 is exactly multiple of 9, 8 and 1 9, but 2 or 4 gives 6. So remainder will be 6 and number will not be divisible by 9. And 6 will be remainder. If you want to find out remainder, so this is the way of finding remainder of by 9. Correct? Please tell fast. If there is no problem at here, please confirm. Now, come to the next. We will check some such examples again. Now, please see some such examples I wrote here. 9217654, and I want to know the number will be divisible by 9 or not. Check the divisibility of 9. Check divisibility of 9. Check divisibility of 9. So I'll do it. So try one thing here. If you make the pairs or multiple of 9 here, then you can cancel out at. So 9 will be directly cancelled by 9 because 9 will be divided by 9. 2 or 7 makes also 9. It will be also cancelled. 5 and 4 also create 9. But 6 and 1 gives 7, and 7 cannot be divided by 9. So now 7 will be remainder. Now 7 will be remainder, and this number will not be completely divisible by 9. Please confirm if everything is correct or understood. Now, गोविंदा भाई क्या हाल है आपके? चलो, come to the next. Now the next concept of divisibility. So we have discussed 3 and 9 clearly, and hope you can also solve each and every question based on 3 9 divisibility, because we will practice such questions on this concept tomorrow class. Tomorrow like mean ki next class in Wednesday. Today is Monday. Then in Wednesday we will solve some questions on the divisibility. But today we are just going to discuss concept of basic divisibility rules. So now we can write here what? So now we can fill the table. The divisibility of 3 and 9 depend. You can say that this is depend on the sum of digit. What? Sum of digit. And again you can see what? divisibility of 9 also be depend on sum of digit. ठीक है. So now we will discuss such divisibility that is depend on co-prime numbers. That is what concept. So now come to the next slide and we will discuss divisibility of two co-prime numbers या multiplication of two co-prime numbers. ठीक है. Divisibility depend on the of co-prime numbers. ठीक है. या divisibility make, you can use another word there, divisibility make by या made by, ठीक है, co-prime numbers. Now see, you can see 2 and 3 are what? 2 and 3 are such numbers which is co-prime. Co-prime means two such numbers cannot be divisible more than by 1. ठीक है, एक से ज्यादा किसी नंबर से डिवाइड नहीं हो सकते. So now you can see one thing here. After multiplying 2 and 3, we will receive 6. The divisibility of 6, there is no requirement to find out the divisibility, because if you will divide by 2, the number will be divisible. If you will divide by 3, number will be divisible. In both case, number will be divisible. The number definitely divisible by 6. I will told you again example. If you want to check the divisibility of 12, you can see 3 into 4 to which category of number? Co-prime numbers. Which category? Co-prime. Co-prime means more than one, no others number can divide both numbers together. So now, if 3 and 4 are co-prime number, the divisibility of multiplying that 3 into 4 becomes 12. The divisibility of 12 become by the using 3 and 4. There is no perfect divisibility that you can see that number will be always divisible by 12. You have to check divisibility of 3 and divisibility of 4. If both divisibility will work together, then you can say the exact number will be divisible by 12. So now, we can fill two space 6 and 12. So divisibility of 6 will be depend 2 and 3. You can say directly, है ना? And divisibility of 11 के बाद we have not mentioned 12, but you can 3 into 4. Divisibility of 12 will be depend 3 into 4. Now, divisibility of 10 is exactly final already, because if the last digit of any number will be 0, the number will be always divisible by 10. If last number is not 0, so number cannot divisible by 10. Correct? So see here one thing, है ना? If number is not divisible by 10, when last digit will not be 0. If last digit will be 0, the number always will be divisible by 10. ठीक है? If last digit will be 0, only single case, लास्ट डिजिट क्या होगा भाई? 0. अगर ऐसा होगा तो नंबर डिविजिबल होगा. नाउ कम टू द 3 combined divisibilities 7, 11 and 13. Please focus on the board. We will discuss such divisibilities more tomorrow class, but I have less time today. So come to the point. now, है ना? Please come to the next. I want to tell you the combined divisibility of 7, 11 and 13. Please see one thing here, है ना? So now you can see one thing here, that all are co-prime numbers. That are which category? That are co-prime numbers. Which category? What? That is co-prime number. And divisibility of co-prime numbers created new divisibility, है ना? Divisibility of co-prime numbers, है ना? Co-prime numbers, है ना? The divisibility of co-prime numbers, because 7, 11 into 13 makes what, है ना? So listen one thing, I want to tell you that multiplication concept of 11. Now see, if I wrote here 27, if I want to multiply it by 11, it becomes what? So both digits will be added and written in the between of two digits. 2 and 7 becomes 9, and written by the between 2 and 7 it becomes 297. I told you here 53 multiply by 11, what will it becomes? So digit 5 and 3 multiply by 11, it becomes what? It becomes 5, 3, and after adding both digit will be written in the here. And now I told you the multiplication, that how we will solve it. So 7 and 13 becomes 91 and multiply by 11. Now see one thing here, 9 and 1, the sum of it becomes 10. So we will single digit will be right here and next digit will in the carry. So now it becomes 1001. What? 1001. In that case, you can multiply by any 3-digit number, it written 2 times. Now if you will multiply any 3-digit number ABC with 1001, it becomes what? It will be take the form of ABC, ABC. Correct? Yes or no? It becomes what? It becomes ABC into ABC. 2 times it will be written. So this is the combined concept of divisibility of 7, 11, 13. And tomorrow we will discuss what? Tomorrow we will discuss divisibility of 7, 11 and 13, how it works. Okay. In our class will be Wednesday, है ना? Wednesday we will discuss, because each alternated Monday, Wednesday and Friday we will meet on YouTube at 5 p.m. So you can join me. ठीक है? Resultant AJ 5 p.m. ठीक है? On this YouTube channel. Now it's my another class in offline classroom. So I have to quit the class, and thank you very much for your coming in the class and support. Thank you very much. Take care. Healthy. Have a nice day. Thank you.